you ever since last time. And then, you showed up. That's impressive. And then I talked to another friend of mine. They say, Tampa in some region, Heartland have taken almost quite a bit in certain area, of offices. That you're still in Tampa, right?
Yeah, I'm in Tampa and south down to Lakewood Ranch, Sarasota area.
Okay. We still have to talk to Sheila, your friend that do the stuff in China.
Oh
About
yeah. No, it's big. It's big now. I'm doing a lot of stuff with Sheila right now. We're launching a lot of supplement things on WeChat. So she's really smart. Yeah, we gotta do it. We gotta do a chat.
absolutely. Okay.
Awesome. I'm proud of you, bro.
Hey, good evening, daughters. We have another webinar. This time we're talking about the NDA because our daughter asked me why we have to sign the NDA to the care first. I think today we want to talking about that. Let me first give a short opening, then Dr. Hui and Dr. Han will specifically answer some question some doctor asked. Okay, so I think I the care first dental. Right now it's an AI age. Okay, uh, for the dentist, a lot of new technique come out. Okay, I didn't realize for my age so many things I have to learn. That's but also a lot of fun, very interesting. Okay, I think here Dr. Hui and Dr. Han, both of them, yeah, is active learner. We whenever we meeting together, we share some information. Pretty exciting. Okay, so here we for the care first, we have so many things want to share with each one of our daughters. Okay, so uh, what the care first we want to share is not only just technique. Okay, the new technique. Definitely, we have some technique to share with you. For example, the 4 arts implant reconstruction, Dr. Hans biomimetic 4 arts reconstruction on teeth. Okay, we have a lot the technique. Okay, uh, right now, like example, in visual, a lot of things, sleep apnea. But we are not only the technique. It's for if you want your dental office grow stably, it's the system. And also, before our dentist is a solo practice, okay, we are just play a game alone. But right now, we join the community. Okay, this community help each other and support each other. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, yeah. The question is why, if you want to join the care first, you have to sign an NDA. NDA in Chinese is 保密协议, okay, non-disclosure agreement, okay, yeah, because this one we have a lot of things, okay, yeah, we learn from like the Dr. Hui learn a lot. He's every week can go out to learn. We have a lot, and also we have the relationship with some of the organization. We share. They ask us to they sign NDA with us, and also this one we want to keep this one in our community. Okay, yeah, and also this is kind of the protection. Not only protecting us, our intelligence, and also protect yourself. Okay, and also when you sign the NDA, that means you're pretty serious about this. Okay, so you join us. We just want some people serious about what we are going to do. Okay, this is why we are on the you sign the NDA. Okay. Okay, well, our goal is increase your revenue dramatically. Okay, we have the technique, we have the system. Okay, and also and
没事
we
吧？
something the secret. I see the secret. That means it's eye-opening technique. When I talk to Dr. Hui and Dr. Han talk to me, I feel okay. We are as a dentist, we are lucky. We are in a time. Okay, if you love to open your mind, you want to pursue, you have the chance to go from the your situation to grow to another status. Okay. So basically, we are as a care first. Okay, we have the central technique we call the life sheet. Okay, AI revenue cycle management. This is the software developed by the Dr. Edison Han. It's power. We are talking about this a lot. Okay, and the power of this software until you use it, you know that. Okay, I heard this time. Dr. Tang Li talking about his system. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah. But this thing is all only the success the doctor can develop this kind of come by the advanced AI technique can develop this kind of the system. This one is a power gun for us, okay, to increase our revenue, okay. And also, we have a lot. We think we don't have that much time talking about this, okay? We have a lot of the powerful office growth strategies, okay? When you join us, join the Care First, we will share this with you. We try to at least set up once a week, for example, Wednesday sometime. We have talking about because when you join the community, okay, you have to apply our strategy to your own practice. We need the training for that. Okay, this is also very powerful. Okay. Okay, also another thing for us, we know the for our office, internal marketing is very good. Okay, how do you do the internal marketing, and also how to do the external marketing? Right now, the AI age. Okay, we have the system. Okay, we help data to do the implant marketing. Okay, individual marketing, like the last time Dr. Hui talking about, his office mainly do lot of the individual case. Okay, yeah. So this is from one office to another office. Why some office focus that every office has their own strengths, but there is some secret there. So we are help you the marketing. And right now we know the OSA TMZ is very hard because it's involved the medical billing. Okay, this is another is area. Yeah, we can expand. That's why we have the confidence to help you because we in our hand we have a lot of the weapon to do that, and also for us. Okay, like I think Dr. Han will be going to use the call center the technique to teach the for arch. Okay, that's very powerful. Yeah, I think. Uh, right now, I saw so many doctors asking for that. We are still try to make decision. Okay. Okay, and also not only for the software, the no techniques, the marketing, something. Also, we right now we reach out to several supply company. Okay, this one we before when we bonding together. Okay, we have the powerful power to negotiate with this kind of supply company. Okay, we get the very good the discount for that. Not only for the supply, also we can negotiate with the dental lab, high quality dental lab for our care first. Okay, this is what we are going to do. Okay. Yeah. Right now, last time we talking about for the quality of the training, for especially for the live feed. Okay. Yeah. I think we talked to the Dr. Han. Dr. Han said, the better we each month we accept the 5 member. Okay, this way we can have the better training for that. Okay, but we plan in a month. We in a year we have the $60 join us. Okay, yeah.
在那个 rack，
Okay, yeah. Let me mute you. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, well, definitely we are here because right now Dr. Hui, Dr. Han, they are almost 100% away from their practice. They are focused on the care first, focus on the life seed. So when you join us, we believe we can take care for you. Okay. Okay, just when you join after follow, we have the 3 level. Okay, 1 level is free. When you join us, you share, you will enjoy the supply discount, lab discount, and when you became the follow member, okay, yeah, then you have we have to, the care first will connect you based on the not daily, weekly, okay, to guidance you go through all the system, the technique, and also the revenue cycle, everything, okay, about that, okay. Okay, I think the care first is different from the all everything on the market, the DSO. We are trying to use the system technique and to help our community. Okay, we are kind of the pre-DSO. We bonding together and hope in future then we can do something bigger. Okay, yeah. So a lot of data ask us how to join. I think we are going to send out if you're interested in that, you contact us and sign the NDA, and we are ask us. We are going to give you the NDA. Then after you sign the NDA, then we consider, okay, well, let you join our the fellowship membership. Okay. Yeah, so I want to repeat again. The fellowship each month we just accept five dentists. Okay. And also here we this when you join the fellow membership, okay, not only we shared all the information about the technique and also the system and also management, revenue cycle, software, a lot of things. Okay, we are going to we are going to yeah we are going to give you the kind of okay, to make sure your practice grow, and also we grow together, bonding together, grow together. Okay. Okay, I think I just have this short opening, and next I just dedicate the time to the Dr. Hui. You are going to talking about the system, right? Mhm.
I think I just want to make today's a little bit short because I think we have discussed quite a few things before, a few times, and then today we just want to go over the NDA, and I think Allison is going to explain it a little bit later with the software, but the NDA is just basically a very simple concept in the sense that when you join Facebook, you have to request and then you have to sign some paper so that you're not going to disrupt the group. We're not going to, take what you learn from this and pass it out. But more importantly, we're going to actually take a lot of the information from another group, and then we're going to pass it on. We're going to put all these groups together, summarize it, and kind of spoon feed our group. So this way, let's say, for example, we join the DEO. The DEO is one of the fastest growing companies. They grow you laterally and also horizontally. They will expand your office from one office to like 10 office, and grow you from 1 million to 5 million for each office. So they have a certain technique. They're not gonna accept somebody that didn't make a payment, to learn this stuff. But we're going to learn from them and share that in the group. In a way, it's not so legit, or it's not so, kosher. So we had to do it in a very closed door situation. It's kind of like we have to kind of collaborate and work together to make that work. Very much like when we're in dental school, somebody summarize everything and, they do good notes and then they spread out to everybody. So, and also our group is basically trying to push it to the top 1% of everybody's capacity so that they can do the best that they could be. So in order to do that, we're going to have to share a lot of trade secrets. And, if we, most people have a tendency to just spread things out, basically just tell the neighbors and whatever. But if you do that, then it's no longer a trade secret anymore. So if you really want to become the top 1%, we have to keep that in-house, and unfortunately that is very, very key as far as how we share resources and how we collaborate, So with dental DSN, dental service, organization, we have different group like DEO, and we have Dental Network, which is from Matt Costas. They do a lot of events all over the place, and the events coming out in summer as well. And then there is also a group that's called, Renash. I think a lot of people in California, they belong to that. And Renash actually recently, I really shouldn't say this, he recently, tried to do a marketing for like $1,000 per doctors, just do content creations. And then I think just for the first time, they're doing a trial thing, and then 15 doctors signed up. And they signed up for like $1,000 each doctors. Okay, so believe it or not, we're actually going to offer that for free for our members. Okay, so I believe every office should have marketing, that is streamlined for content creation, and every office should have an AI assistant, not only for chatting purposes, also in voice purpose. And I think, the time you close the office, you should have an AI handle all your stuff and to put your stuff on your schedule. And I think that's automations. That's something that we need to focus on to make it work. And in the future, the process and the software will take us, for SEOs, and will kind of push us to be on top of Google probably in less than a month. So all these key ingredients, we have to keep it in-house and to figure out how we do it, what we do it, and what else we can do with it. So those are very, very key ingredients to, to have like an unfair advantage that we have almost illegal to know, so we can have that edge to be successful. So that's why we need to have that NDA to protect us. So it's not like, one person pick those information and pass it out to other people, and then, other people say, hey, you took our information and spread it out, and then we don't want to get in trouble in that situation. So that's one of the reasons why we do that. So I guess maybe Allison can also put in some of her inputs. I happen to be in my office today, so my background doesn't look as fancy. But
Oh, they're working hard, Dr. Hui.
somebody has to. So anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so I agree with the NDA with Dr. Zhang and Dr. Hui here. The other aspect is that we will share practice management knowledge on a weekly basis with you. And these kind of knowledge is based on data from our own members. And obviously, when you share your own data, I mean, we're not going to show people's office name, but it's still anonymous, but it is our own members' data. And by sharing the data, we hope that everyone will improve their bottom line, right? So I have a video that showcase why sharing data is so powerful. And I think what we're gonna do is to just listen. It's about 3 minutes, the video. It's actually from Intersystem last year's conference. And after that, I can continue the discussion with everyone. Let me share. I'll share it.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, you guys see it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, so basically, Intersystem is talking about customer impact, and they were doing a survey for their own customers. And Intersystem, you guys know, is for Epic. They are the tech company that built Epic software, which is like an EHR that mostly used by institution hospitals. But they also have other clients globally. So those clients, they send out a survey saying, hey, what's the impact we provided for our clients? And they were hoping maybe 200 people will respond, but they have over thousands. So they decided to, based on 3 category, find out which client have the most impact. And I think here, it's hard to see, it's a bit blurry. Here, it's basically the doctors, right? Providers, hospitals, outpatient clinic. Here's technology company, like mine, right? Like LifeSeed. And then here is like finance company, supply chain company. And um, and then here is usually the public sector or startups, right? So actually, I should be here too, technology and startups, right? So out of the 49 companies that's in here that got the award, out of thousands of them, they picked 3 of them. And one of them that I want to show you is a company called Shift. It's a technology company, and they use AI to drive the laboratory testing, but they are known for tech, not for lab company. So just be patient. Let's listen a little bit, a few minutes here.
And another payer story that I heard this week, and I had to put this in, was Blue Cross Blue Shield.
This is the EPA that I will show the video afterwards, but let's go here again.
Get into that. I just want to say we are.
So this is a story of customer impact. I'm going to advance a little bit here. So they put in 3 category, how like making impact, like how this company was selected, the 49 companies.
Something exciting that other people can learn from. So those were generally the criteria. And remember, we had to do this across industries, healthcare, financial services, supply chain. So the criteria couldn't bias, one industry or the other. The winners were global and across lots of different industries. And there were 47 award winners that met that criteria, which is amazing. So I know this is kind of hard to see, even if you're sitting up front to go through all these. So we put them into categories. We put them into different industry cohorts, and then further broke it down by geography. So I'll give you just a few seconds to look at this and see how diverse the award winners really are. There were too many for me to talk about today because I'd be done around the ice cream social, I think.
I guess we can do the same thing for the DSO. I pick probably 3 top companies every year to showcase and understand how they impact the customer, the bottom line. That's something we could do for the DSO as well. But let's jump to Shift. So Shift is one of the company, the 47 company got the award, and they picked 3 of them. And Shift is a data platform. It's a tech company, just like LiveSeed. But they specialize in laboratory testing. And then what they did for the customer is to share the customer data, the labs data, but they are a tech company.
Impact our customers' businesses? How do we help our customers even be more successful? So what they did is they convinced all their customers to share data about turnaround times, to share data about costs, manpower, test results, all kinds of data. They put together this data and did some analysis and shared it back with their customer base. And that led to a network effect. They got their customers talking to each other about how they can improve. So if I'm a lab in Curitiba and it takes me 4 hours to turn around a test result, and somebody else can turn it around in 2 hours, what's different? How can they do it in 2 hours and it takes me 4? If I have 25,000 tests a day and it takes me 20 people to do that, and it takes another lab 10 people, how can I improve? What lessons can I learn from the other Shift customers? They created this community that started talking about vibrant discussions about quality, improving costs, improving efficiency, and doing a better job for their customers. And here's the punchline. After 1 year, the volume for all their customers went up 50%. That's customer impact, 50%.
So the punchline is that the customer have increased the number of tests by 50%. So obviously, if you charge $10 per test, increase of 50%, it's a lot, right? It's a huge bump in everyone's revenue. So that's what we're hoping to do with the DSO, to do those weekly meetings. And I think it's important because
and they're not done.
sorry. I mean, there's more to it, but I think we're just going to stop here. Do you guys have any questions? Anything that... Oh. Do you guys have any questions?
I guess data is everything these days. I mean, even restaurants and, when you market, you need to focus on data. So who are the more likely one that you'll be able to become your customer and who is the likely one. We have a scheme that, we try to target the most, likely one that will have the means to buy and the one most likely to be able to share and the one that more likely to give you a 5-star review. So data is really everything, In the old days, people say the 80-20 rule, the 20% of people will give you 80% of the results. So if you know how to focus on the data, you really can able to target and move, the needle to a very focused group so that could expand not only your bottom line, but you really expand your direction and targets. Because let's say if you want to have that system, you want to franchise it, you want to have 10 locations, you could have a certain target and you can pinpoint that area to a certain, system. And, of course, it's not really just as easy as what we say, but ultimately, I think the bottom line is, we have all the necessary ingredient to bring initial recognition in the beginning as far as, how we can do that, how we can bring those numbers to a different level. And then we also, I haven't really talked to the Zhang yet, but, we also have someone in my team that's going to share, the MGE system. She's been with MGE for like last 20 years. So she's going to coach us with the MGE system, and then most as our member, she's gonna be able to do it for free, and also she's gonna go for some other system as well for us that's gonna help us to bring the the bottom line a little bit higher as well. MGE is a very very good system. The only thing is it's usually costly, and you always have to fly to Tampa to do it, and you have to go there every 2 weeks. You have to bring your staff there every 2 weeks, and then what happened is if your staff quit, or I was lucky that I hired one of those staff, and helped me to bring my bottom line up. But I didn't have to bring my staff to Tampa. I just got lucky. But sometimes your staff leave you, and then you can use those information to train somebody else. So training and onboarding is very, very key. So everything have to deal with data, the patient experience, and how they spread, your referral. That's another data that you're going to be focused on as well. So those are the areas that we really want to focus. And the marketing, like I mentioned earlier, even though your system is weak, there was time, in my office journey, even though my system is not strong, but because I have a engine of generating new patients, I was seeing, a lot of, Invisalign patients every day. And because I have a certain technique to bring them in, and then, I close most of the cases because, nobody can use the same way to close them. I was giving them really low fee, and very respectful fee, but then I also have a back end, how I balance my budget later on. So all those are things that can be done. You just have to, see how they do it, and you basically copy the system to make it work, the way that you want it to work. So I think, having that said, I think, our goal is to make it a really streamlined process for everyone, take everyone to the top 1% and see how we can all improve, connected, united, group to streamline our process. So we be the most profitable group of dentists, in United States and also Canada. And then from then on, we want to expand our different direction we want to go. So it's really up to us to do that. And the first initial group of people would be our founders. And then, I haven't really talked to Dr. Zhang and Dr. Han as far as what kind of other incentive we wanted to bring out. Most likely, we're going to give some incentive to, because everybody has some friends, maybe we can bring some friends and maybe they have, a couple of months of, free services and things like that. So, those are the things that we can, incentivize so that our group will kind of go to a much bigger audience. And then we can, have more volume. So when we do negotiation for contracts, and then we can do negotiation for price, and then we can do negotiation with the insurance company, how we can be the first, person for the insurance company to refer patient to us. Those are all very, very key, like, for example, like AI, diagnosis, we can negotiate very good price for AI diagnosis. So everyone have the AI diagnosis, to talk to the patient, because most patients sometimes they always think that the doctor is trying to make money on them. But if they have AI diagnosis, then it becomes very objective and independent. So people like that, and, the other day I was, watching a lot of AACA. In a lot of the different groups. So AACA was teaching, how do you do consult? What are the ingredients you should bring in? How do you make sure the patient that comes in will come in with all the other ingredients for your operative dentistry, for your smile design, for your veneers? How do you close those cases afterwards? All of them have to say the same language. So unfortunately, it's really a system that you just have to just copy. So there are always, people who do much, much better than all of us, combined, because they've been doing this for a long time. And our goal is really to learn from them and to spread it, over our team. So that's basically what we're trying to do. Dr. John, do you have any particular things that you want to go over?
Oh, I have one more video.
Okay, go ahead.
Is that okay? I show one more.
Please.
Okay, so like Dr. Hui mentioned, like the question we have is like, if you have 30 patients, right? Why do you use 6 staff, right? Why can't you go down to like 4 staff, right? Like 20% decrease. So some practices do better at staff managing. Some practices might do better at the time they spend doing a crown. Like some of the lab will have a turnover of 4 hours, some that have 2 hours, right? So how some of these lab can cut down by half. So not every practice is good at everything, at staff, at time management, at case acceptance, closing, or like procedure-wise. But the group, as a group, the combination of the group, obviously someone has some prominence in some areas, so we can share that to make the whole group elevate. And they say 22% increase of revenue when you start to use data to drive those conversations. And in that group from InterSystem, they saw 50% increase of testing, right? Which is like more than 50% increase of revenue, obviously. The other thing is that it's important to sign an NDA because LifeSeed is currently working with InterSystem to get the EHR. It's again, practice data sharing or EHR health record data sharing. Healthcare is trying to move towards data sharing. It's still a very difficult area that's not very well regulated by HIPAA. And we are the third company that's getting all this EHR from Epic, Cerner, Clinical Ware, and Athena Health. So it's important that we protect this data. So if you access any of the EHR, we definitely have to make sure that you know how to manage them. So the other technology that we're bringing in is also the electronic prior authorization. So 2025, this year, 2026, this next year, we're working on building those bridges. But I'll show the video to showcase how some of these insurances payer is coming along with EPA. And one of them that InterSystem is showing is Blue Shield, Blue Cross. But there's so many payer out there, but not all of them are in EPA yet. But LifeSeed is the only company that we're connecting from provider side. Payer side is usually done by InterSystems or other company. But I'll just show one more video before we move forward, I guess. So,
Field of South Carolina, a pair. So what they worked on was the prior authorization process. If you're from outside the US, you may not be familiar with it, but basically it's an insurer giving permission for a clinician to treat, and the clinician will know they'll get reimbursed. So the prior authorization process for a long time has been a very manual process. It's faxing, it's phone calls, it's email. It's really not automated. And it's hard for both people at Blue Cross and the providers because they have to catch each other on the phone. How easy is that? They're calling the wards, they're calling the departments, pulling a nurse away from a patient to answer questions. So pretty inefficient on both ends. What they accomplished that had a huge impact is they automated all of that. That means they're not pulling a nurse away from a patient to answer a question. It means that prior authorizations are happening faster and more efficiently. It's a great story, and I had to share it. Congratulations to Blue Cross Blue Shield of South Carolina. And
so I think from a tech standpoint, it's very exciting as a tech company, also as a dentist, right? Because we all experience the faxing, the phone calls. I mean, it's really, really difficult to get a privatization, especially, when you start to work on OSA. We really want to automate the whole process, but 2025, 2026 is where the payers are getting automated. From a provider standpoint, especially outpatient, not just dentists, but any medical outpatient clinics, they are very interested in our technology as well, to get this EPA connected in the loop, right? So we can start in this EPA process for OSA or any procedures that the medical insurance will say I would pay for it. So that's something that we want to work on. And again, the other thing is the interest system. Let me see if I can share with you some of the let's see here. So this is my last sharing here. So what we are looking into is the EHR, right? So we want to make sure that we can access to these records from Epic or Cerner. So this is like an Epic system where the patient's name, these are dummy data from different hospitals, and we can look through it, the medications, the diagnosis, the time, the history. So I think data sharing is really coming a long way, and how to automate revenue cycle management or any like operation of delivery care or even patient engagement has come a very, very long way. And I think it's important that we embrace that as a DSO. And that's why the NDA is important, because we're sharing a lot of data here. And that's it.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Han. I think our doctor, we understand why we want. If you want to join the care first, we have to sign the DSA. The NDA is very important because Dr. Han's LifeSheet software is powerful. I don't want to tell you how powerful until you join us. Okay, right now as a dentist, we usually just use the like open dental the dental system, but when you join us, LifeSheet can share some the through the inter system to share some the medical information. I think right now most doctor already know, dentists already know, the OSA, sleep apnea is a big thing in the dentistry. So when you join us, we are going to training us, and the LifeSheet software already can connect this the insurance. Okay, that's very very powerful. But the thing is, when you get into that system, you will contact get into all the information, the data. We don't want this leak to the public. If you leak that data, it's a disaster. Okay, so that's why we have to send the NDA for that. And also when we grow up as our group, our data also we can to how manage how we grow, we have to use our own data. Also, this data include the your data. We also want to protect that. And also, like Dr. Hui talking about right now, you know, for me, it's eye-opening. Before I just working on the dental implant. I think the dental implant is a, is a very profit procedure. But the thing right now, because I visited several office, include Dr. Han's office and other office, I think the system is powerful. The system is powerful. Okay, yeah, through the system, yeah, how we learn this system, because some doctor learn from the just like the Dr. Hui said, from the MGE, some doctor learn from DO, some doctor from the learn from the Schedule Institute. All this kind of organizations, they have their own power. But here we have the doctor, we learn from the different system. Like Dr. Hui said, he have the employee have the almost 20 years experience from the MGE. That's powerful. We can teach, yeah, through that teach, and also Dr. Hui We had the agreement. We already joined the DO. DO is very powerful. Okay, I have several friends, doctor, like Dr. Pradhat, the Indian doctor. He used to office run. It's pretty good office. He's running about each year about 4 million. But after they joined the DO, it's jumped to the 8 million. Okay, it's a lot of that kind of case. So we just want to learn from the best to improve our our performance. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, and also this kind of thing, because we learn from them, we have to sign the NDA with them. So this way, why we want to, we want to let the information, the data we share here. Yeah, we want the daughter if you join us, we sign the NDA, so we protect you and also protect us. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, yeah. If you're interested, yeah, you can. We are in the DSO group. We can you ask Dr. Wei, have me. We are going to send the NDA to you. Then you can jump in to our care first.
Well, great, brother. I think it's almost time. I think we want to try to make it a little short today. So,
Yeah.
obviously, the goal is just to get people to focus on being the founders and focus on being the first one, and then the second tier will be bringing their friends or other people that would be wanted to become partners, and then we showcase each other's data, some people's data, so that we can show in general, I mean, not detail, but so how they can go, from one level to another level. I mean, our goal is just to go to the highest level at the shortest amount of time. So that's really our goal. So I want to thank Dr. John and Dr. Han for spending all the time to put this together, so we can work as a team, have a little more unity, and obviously to improve our bottom line and also improve our cultural unity. So thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
night.
if you have any question, just ask us in the group. Okay, thank you, and good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye bye.